Welcome to MHS 103 Weather. I'm student meteorologist Tara Simpson. Good Friday afternoon. It's Friday, the 1st of February. Current temperature in Millis, 31. Dew point of 12. Barometer at 29.80 inches. It's on the rise this morning. And we have a wind out of the west at 6.6 miles an hour. This morning's background is Fenway Park, looking towards the Prudential Center in Boston. It is a clear sky, just a few fair weather clouds out there, but it is a beautiful day out today. Take a look at the temperatures across the nation. Boston's at 30. D.C. is at 30 as well. The warm spot this morning, Miami at 64 degrees. The cold spot, Minneapolis at negative 11 degrees. Taking a look at the temperatures closer to Boston, mid-30s out towards the Cape and the Islands. Working our way back towards Boston, we are right around 30. And then Western Mass and the Berkshires, they are in the mid-20s this morning. For Vermont, they are in the teens to mid-20s this morning. Taking a look at the current surface analysis, we have this divided front off to our north. We also have a low pressure system that's going to be making its way on across the off to the coast. Really not going to be affecting us with any moisture, just a few clouds. Other than that, a few snow showers up to the north, but overall it is a very quiet day in terms of weather across the nation. A nice reprieve after the severe weather across the south, and then that rain across the north. Taking a look at the current surface analysis close in our area, as I mentioned, we have that divided front off to our north. We have a low pressure system, really not going to be affecting us all that much, with maybe a few flurries, but not really a lot. We have those clouds off to our west, so we will have a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today. Could see a spot flurry. Taking a look at the current radar, you notice we have a few flurries in our area. We have one area of flurries right now approaching the Rhode Island border. That'll stay to the south of us. We also do have this batch of snow showers. Not really sure if it's going to make it to our area, but there is a possibility of seeing a spot flurry. Taking a look at the winds have died down a significant amount. Yesterday we had that really nasty wind out of the southeast. Now we just have a northwesterly wind at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. And this is the most likely scenario for the weekend. I mentioned yesterday there was two scenarios. Now I've really narrowed it down to one. We have that Clipper system diving south from Canada. I think it's going to be too far really off the shore to be able to affect us with really a lot of snow. I'm thinking maybe adjusting to an inch at the most, but it will strengthen rapidly once it gets up to Maine. So Maine in right to the Canadian border, they could see some significant snow out of this. But for our area, just flurries 1 to 2 inches down on the Cape and the Islands. Taking a look at the snowfall map, the projected snowfall map that I've created for this weather event, we see a coating to 2 inches from about the Cape Cod Canal on south, north of the Cape Cod Canal, out to about Franklin and Framingham. We have about dusting to 1 inch. Working your way west of Framingham out to Worcester, there could be a dusting possible, but I'm not really expecting it. And then once you get out towards Western Mass, you get to about northern Berkshire County on north. Really only flurries out of this. I'm not really expecting any snowfall accumulations out of this for them. And this is an interesting picture. This was uploaded to Facebook by Scott Meyerson from Lyndon State College. This is an ice jam that occurred in Lyndonville, Vermont. They have had some ice jams recently in the last couple of days. And that's why the National Weather Service has issued several flooding watches. And this is the MHS 103 7-day forecast for Friday. We have a high temperature of 34 degrees, mix of sun and clouds. For Saturday, we have a high temperature of 32 with a mix of sun and clouds as well. Could see a spot flurry on Saturday. Now, Sunday, we have a high temperature of 30. Those snow showers and flurries affecting us. And for Monday, we have a high temperature of 32, mix of sun and clouds. Now, Tuesday into Wednesday, I'm watching something very similar to what we're going to be dealing with this weekend. A very light Clipper system could bring us maybe an inch at the most, but I'm really not expecting any snowfall accumulation at this point. But please stay tuned. And for Thursday, we have a high temperature of 32 with a mix of sun and clouds. And this weekend is also the weekend that we see if Punxsutawney Phil will see his shadow or not. So we'll see if winter continues. And thanks for joining us, student meteorologist Tara Simpson. Remember, you can always find the latest weather information by going to the Facebook page, Tara Simpson-MHS 103 Weather.